Fashion is a lot about creating an emotion. For us, color is very important. I think that's the first thing that we focus on.
A play of texture, color, a modern woman's wardrobe essential pieces, and then whimsical additions, no?
Everything in fashion is so much about, it's such a visual experience. So it starts with point of inspiration, where we look through old archives of paintings or pictures that we like, and we create a mood board. Once that's determined, then we go to the trade shows looking for fabrics and seeing how they fit into that mood board.
And then the editing starts of which fabrics can translate into what kind of pieces and still have that singular message.
This piece is something that we are launching for our holiday collection. We saw this gold jacquard in an animal print. We thought it was very, very unusual, and it takes to form very well as well. The emphasis on the waist and the length of the dress always exudes this sexiness that women always look for when they're going out. The easiest thing to do is to do an entirely gold dress.
It's ever so fluid, so, you know, it's not so structured and stiff and intellectual. It's a little more playful as well.
We work with an extremely talented group of artisans. I travel to India almost once every 2 months, and I get to work in these workshops, work literally over their shoulders and tell them exactly how to do the beading or how to do the embroidery. I think when you work with an artisan, his craft, a little bit of himself, comes into the work that he's putting into it. That's what creates something really, really special. The first 6 months was cold calling. We literally went to every door on 7th Avenue as well as Broadway.
You had an idea, but you needed to meet the right people who could utilize your strength and work with you.
If we didn't make it in 12 months, couldn't make this business profitable, we would have to go back. And I said, if this is our last shot, we had nothing to lose. We had called up Oscar's Bridge Line, and we had asked them for an appointment. I'd called them several times, and she kept stalling me and said, call me after 3 months. And one day, out of frustration, we just told Babi to pack up the swatches, and we landed up at the reception, and we said we have an appointment.
We were very fortunate. All of 24 with a loan from the house because money was whittling.
In 6 months, no one was willing to even introduce me to the designer. And Oscar Lorenta was the first person who embraced me and gave me that first opportunity.
You just needed a chance, man.
After Oscar, after the first initial year, our business grew. I worked with everyone from Giorgio Armani to Valentino to Lanvin, YSL. We got to the point that we started thinking about Sachin and Babi. We wanted to take that same aesthetic.
Let us come up with a line.
We've been creating these beautiful, I think I almost call them works of art, you know, these beautiful gowns and these embroidered and embellished jackets. But this was not a lifestyle. Our friends would ask us, like, Babi, are you wearing what you create? And Babi's like, I don't have that lifestyle. I mean, when you create these couture products, they're for about 30 to 40 women in the world.
Ankasa gave birth in 2006, I want to say. Ank in Hindi means making a mark. Kasa, home, living.
So we took Ank and Kasa and we made it Ankasa.
The gal who has this elevated sense of style will understand pieces that I make for her wardrobe and will understand in the home accessories that I can roll out for her.
Ankasa is the house and Sachin Babi is the closet. We live in the real world, and we wanted a collection that somehow had the same sensibility of higher design, of things that are special, that same essence, but make it more workable to our lifestyle.
For your environment, right?
We've always been influenced by fashions in haute couture to high-end design. All that is great, and I love seeing all those aspirational pieces. That's not the lifestyle we lead, or our friends lead. And I think Sachin Babi's catering more to them.
So if it's new and it's exciting and it's a new medium, we delved in and we made a few pieces.
It's more to people like us who at times would like to go and buy that special piece to wear on a Friday night. But I do believe, women should look special every day. That is one of the most exciting parts of what we do.